Want to welcome everybody to the Crypto Kingdom. This is London. Hope you're all doing well. We are a TA shop, guys, in terms of our group. We also have traders. The number one traders are on, guys, our VIP list, top level of membership. We're going to dig into Bitcoin tonight. We're up against a line of resistance, currently trying to traverse through it, up 1.7%, 38,978. Huge hit since last night, guys. Huge hit since last night. 2 seconds. Let me find my... Give me 2 seconds real quickly. I need to grab something for you guys. Okay, great. Just grabbed it. Now, in terms of the hit we had last night, we were covering live the 50%. And guys, I'm London, okay? That is my name, London, and I'm in charge of the show. In terms of, guys, and the group VIP, if you're not a member yet, if you're base camper, etc., we look forward to you joining in 2022. It is crucial, guys, that you find the right trade group in terms of that. In terms of the 50% hit, guys, it was a huge hit. I asked last night multiple times, like, who is trading? Who's trading? Like, big deal. Guys, we had, and shout out in the chats, make sure that you hit that like button. But let's just look at this, guys. You're currently up 12.84% from that designated Fibonacci level that we found last night. Huge, huge returns, guys, in terms of the overall. I just say, what do we say? I have to plug like 3 things in. Excuse me. I have to plug a few things in so I can contact. I want to make sure that the VIP in the back have the link and that also Angel is on board. I need to send him a chat and my phone needs to get plugged in. So sorry about that real quickly. We're in the midst of an ascending wedge. You guys, just to lay this on the map real quickly, technically what we're looking at is an ascending wedge. Now, these are by design bearish, okay? Just by design. That doesn't mean you cannot ride this through or that it cannot be beaten. Okay, I want to make sure that you guys know. Doesn't necessarily mean that the run is over in terms of this phenomenal hit. And you guys just remember, we covered this live. In terms of the, let me get through this. I need to send out a text to Angel. Let me make sure I do that. I want to make sure that he is available. I'm not sure he's feeling real well. So if you guys are, I know it's kind of winter months, etc. Want to make sure that you guys are taking care of yourself. And Angel, want to make sure that you are taking care of yourself, brother. Let me get a copy to of the stream to Angel. Make sure he's here. And Peter Bullerud, what's up, Peter? How are you, brother? Nice to see you here. Much love to everybody. And want to make sure that you're a VIP or a base camper. You can join from the desktop computer. That's kind of one of the tricks, is you have to join from a desktop computer. And we have that base camp is just a starter, just to let us know that you kind of belong. You can join right now. It'd be great if you'd like to join our base camp. It's like the price of a pack of gum. It's like a couple bucks a month or something. If you want to join the VIP, that's the back rooms here. Boom, back rooms full of like this ascending triangle at the bottom that we caught. Huge move. We caught this at the bottom. I gave that to the VIP in the back last night. That was a small little ascending triangle, guys. You can't even see it on the 4 hourly. We have to go to the, let's go to the 5 minute. And if you just look at this, that was that ascending triangle that I brought to VIP in the back, top level of membership, just trying to help you guys and your A game. I want you guys to be on this year in 2022. Reason being, you guys are with the channel, guys, your subscribers, your VIP, etc. There we go. There's Angel in the house. Angel, how are you, brother? Much love to you. Hope you're doing well, brother. Angel is in the house. In Bitcoin since $7.79, invested since $7.79. The man knows value. He knows how to trade. He is welcome here always. It's a pleasure to have you, Angel. And hopefully we can provide some distraction if you're not feeling too great. So let's look at this. This is a really nice moment for Bitcoin. I kept saying that last night, right? We were in a bearish pattern technically. And I would ask, Angel, you weren't here last night. I think you weren't feeling good. But I was asking everybody. I was just like, who's trading? Who's trading? Who's trading? It was like constant. I was just like, if you rewatch it, I'm like, come on, guys, who's trading? I was asking in the chats, etc. And I couldn't get any feedback. I'm like, guys, we're on the 50% retracement on the macro like it's a pickup, right? You know, this is a pickup. I'm not going to just sit there and tell everybody, buy. It's time to buy. But, come on. I was like, who's trading? And then what a phenomenal move. And, guys, in terms of that retracement, what does a retracement mean? Just to cover, let's just cover the nuts and bolts a bit here. Look at the phenomenal the price action that we've had from 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Boom. Look at this, guys. And from, let's just go here just recently from the $3,000 base level recently, right? Up through that about 20,000, okay? Then back to the 3,000, up to about the 13,000. Down to the 3,000, up to the 65,000, Like that's a nice trade pattern. That's impressive. Almost as impressive, I'm going to say this, guys, as this current pattern. This is a beautiful pattern. If you guys like to trade, this volatility here is awesome, guys. It's just a recipe for money. If you're into trading, I'm going to tell you guys, you can't look at this and not want to trade it, right? If you're not trading it, I'll just, we can remind ourselves that you would be sideways literally for 422 days. That is not the idea. 422 days sideways is not the idea. We trade. We like to trade here at Crypto Kingdom and Bitcoin Spike. We call it Bitcoin Spike because in this area, in this below the 30,000, right in here in the back, I called this and just brought it to the attention of VIP. I'm like, guys, heads up. You might have an ascending triangle. Boom. All right. A huge move to the upside. Ultimately, what was this move to the upside? And it was just a nice catch. We said, why not Bitcoin Spike, right? You want to catch those spikes. 43%, more than that if we go to the candle wicks. I think it was all told from that bottom. And we just caught right at the bottom. So that's why we call ourselves Bitcoin Spike. 45%, just that move up to the intermittent top there. Guys, what was it, 85%? Yeah, a little bit over 80% was huge, all the way to the top of the all-time high. If you guys, from that moment that we caught it, bam, that was 135% over about 3 months. So that was a nice move. In terms of the current action, it was another awesome move for sure. Boom. What's up, Luke? Nice to have you, Luke. Luke in the house. Luke Top VIP. What is going on? Boom. What's up, Luke? Nice to see you, brother. Luke is he knows what he's doing. I'm really excited to see what 2022 holds for Luke. Just quintessential VIP. And as we talk about the retracement, I wanted to frame this real quickly before I talk about this ascending triangle that we found at just under 30,000. If you guys remember that, July 21st. I'll never forget it, guys. Boom. Bitcoin spike, right? As we look at the current feature of the price action, you have to dig into like the 5-minute, and then you'll find, if you dig into that 5-minute chart, you'll find that another ascending triangle. Now, the other one, I'm going to tell you guys, that other one under 30 was so small. You guys have no idea how small it was. And to have that level of price action, I'm like, this is something. Bitcoin is really something. I've been sold on Bitcoin since then. Before then, yes, invested, trading, successfully having a good time with it, absolutely. But when I saw that ascending triangle, just a micro ascending triangle, you guys, you'll have to look back on your charts on the 5-minute and see how it expressed itself. It was not this clear. This one was an easy one, guys. This was just textbook as we look at the requirements for an ascending triangle. I brought this to the attention of the VIP in the back. Boom. Right? And that just worked out beautifully. Look at this price action, guys. So that's what VIP is all about, beating the market. Alpha, right? That percentage by which you beat the market. If you picked from the 50 percentile, you're currently, from that 50% retracement, you're currently up 12%. Guys, that's a nice day. That's a good trade. If you're on leverage with that works, guys. The expanding feature here, essentially this expanding pattern that we have had going on, has allowed us to get some additional volatility. World events, politics, etc. have also contributed. I will admit that. I am not one to jump on or off a bus with big political statements or anything like that, guys. To the extent that's happening in crypto, I just want to kind of just going to say this. In terms of what all is going on in the world, it's I hope the best for everybody, however that needs to be accomplished in whatever form and fashion it gets accomplished. I'll just trust the experts on that. How about that? In terms of like picking sides, I know Vlad, the ETH founder, etc. Glory to this and glory to that. Man, work on it. The next version of Ethereum. How about glory on that? Why don't you get that next version of Ethereum out and to the community? Let's focus on crypto. I've been a little critical of him from time to time, but, before it's glory to this and glory to that and everything else for Ukraine or Russia, whatever it is, just glory to the next finalized version of Ethereum that we've been waiting for. Get your head wrapped around what you got going on, kid. I just tell him that. He's a genius. He's done great in terms of crypto. I'm a big fan of the overall product and the space, but come on. I just don't, I'm not going to use this as a mouthpiece to get involved with, like a war, freedom to such and such, come on. It's like, I don't even know where to classify all that, guys. It's just not even, it's not my cup of tea. I like to trade. I like crypto because it has the volatility. That's why I like it. Like Angel in Bitcoin since $7.79. It's like, yeah, that's going on. Good. Let's trade. right? That's just kind of my opinion. So before I'm not like stone cold hearted or anything like that. It's just not. I just don't feel like it's my place to judge or really get involved that much. That's just not the. I'd rather focus on the technicals. I'd rather assist you guys in booking a trade like this. Now, what are the requirements of the ascending triangle? Let's just review that real quickly. Boom. Line of resistance. Boom. Line of resistance. 2 hits here on the candle wicks, guys. You had to go into the candle chart, and it was only visible by, let's see what we got. Angel saying hello, all VIPs. We have to say hello to VIP and to Angel. Here we go in the chats. Here we go. And base campers, you guys shout out too. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. We'd appreciate that very much. Hello to VIP and to base campers. Boom. Base campers going to be moving up this year. Looking forward to you guys being successful. I want some real success stories out of base camp. We had a few big timer. You guys see in terms of the bottom. Josh, he was VIP. He was VIP in 2021, earned $1 million in terms of his trade, and just from trading, and gave all the credit. I appreciate that, Josh. All the credit to me in terms of saying, London, I listened, I paid attention to everything, I executed, and bam, I made $1 million. So that was a nice feature for 2021. Now we're looking forward to some base campers stepping on up in the mix for 2022. Here we go. And someone with the, this is an example. Someone's name is ABCDEFGHIJKLMNOP. Do you guys see that in the comment section? Yeah, that's not what we're here for, man. That's that person gets boom, gets deleted. That's just it. This is exclusive VIP for the base campers, and that's just the classic right there. It just is. That's not going to work, guys. So there we go. Luke asking. Angel, how's it going tonight? He's shouting out to you, Angel. That's nice. Aaron, what do you got? Hello, all. Hey, what's up, Aaron? Aaron is on the map. Here we go. I hope everyone is doing good today. Nice day for some price action. Boom, you got that right, Aaron. Absolutely. Huh? That's just. I mean, you cannot argue with this. And sometimes when I have my phone in the hand, I may be. The screen may be a little bit standstill, so it'll tell you if you guys if I'm chatting or if I am on the screen. Need like 4 arms sometimes. Let's look into this, guys. In terms of this specific nature, I've kind of rounded this out a little bit because more is going on than just this specific expanding leading diagonal. And Aaron is right, and I'd love to hear a base camper talk about price action, because it's all about price action. Aaron just joined 3 days ago. We appreciate that very much. It's just it means a lot to us that you want to invest in bringing your A game to the market. Cody is a recent base camper. We have quite a few that have just kind of. We have Serial Lion that has just kind of joined in a couple of weeks ago, etc. So, in terms of the price action, this was some of the biggest price action we have seen in a while. And I'm going to tell you guys, I keep looking at this and I keep wanting just to look at it and say, bull. It's close, guys. It's close. In terms of the feature here that I see, I'm close to just saying this looks really bullish, okay? It's within the context and understanding, guys. I'm real careful about when I actually do express that, right? And Angel shouting back out in the chats. Hello, Luke. What's up? What's up? Nice to see VIP getting along and chatting. That's important. Angel, and just to introduce, you guys know, but Super Chat King, 58,000 plus in overall contributions. And he's been around for a while. We've been around for not quite as long in the crypto space, but we're just very pleased that that we spend enough time together. Now we've kind of settled in terms of the overall, approach here. We got a good approach. We got a good team framework, and we know what each other is kind of doing and capable of. It's a good year to trade, is what I'm going to say in terms of this volatility. Let's review this again. The price action to the downside, if you wanted to short, boom. Beautiful, 11% to the downside, okay? This specific short was indicated by that line of resistance that we identified before it actually hit that line of resistance. You guys know that. So that was really crucial. That was a nice hit. This has been a really stellar week for VIP, for Crypto Kingdom, and Bitcoin spike. Look at this resistance. Bam, resistance carried down, and we nailed that specific hit. So that was a big drop. That was an incredible drop. If you caught that drop from that line of resistance identified, then last night dialing in to the 50% retracement, being live during that, guys. And yes, target action. Just look at the target action on it. It was real close in terms of just being a direct hit, a little bit underneath it, and never an all-in mentality. You guys know that. If I'm not, literally saying No, this is it. Let's invest. Let's go. Let's go. It's because, guys, you guys, you understand. It's like I don't want anyone to ever be overexposed at any higher price. Always hit your targets. What is it? Buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets. These are targets. And when I say that, I literally am referring to your Fibonacci's. And just to review, guys, in terms of that, what are we looking at on Fibonacci's? It is the percentage retracement. That means the percentage from the all-time high. If we go to that, it's going to be the 50% retracement. The 50% discount, okay? The 50%, just think of it that, from 0 to 69,000, the 50% discount. That first level, the 23.6, all bears reminded, right? Then on the next level, that 38.2 is the percentage discount. That's all it is, a discount target tool. That's what it is, the next level down. And I said, if we could get that golden pocket on Bitcoin, we'd be excited. I tell you guys, big time. Angel's been around long enough. He knows discounts on Bitcoin equals a good thing if we can get them. So we're willing to be a little bit patient with that. That mid-level, just to remind, that mid-level zone that we got tied up in during the summer of 2021, that was like 2 months, I think a little over 2 months. So we're doing fine now in terms of timing, in terms of expectations, etc. Let's look at the where we at, 1.28% to the upside, not much, but 38,820. We'll dig into the details, and we have a little bit of I'd say, let's get into this, guys. We may need to readjust our patterning just a bit. Don't ever be afraid to reframe your technicals. Whenever they present themselves to you, whenever you see price action that has changed or shifted, never be afraid to shift your technicals. I'm just going to tell you guys that. It's just really crucially important that you guys are always ready and able, whatever system you're using, etc., that you are able to reframe your technicals immediately. I'm going to go into the lower time frame right now. I want to draw a horizontal line here. I want to make this real bright so that we can see it. Let's turn this kind of bubblegum pink, something along those lines, so that we can definitely see that specific hit that the actual candle wick went to on this trajectory up, and let's see where it settles in along here. I wanted to see if we had an even top there. You guys know, trying to identify any type of an ascending triangle. Okay, that was the notion in terms of me doing that as we explore the technicals in more depth. I want to see, do we have the framework for an ascending triangle on the candle wick? Does not appear that we do. Instead, on the 4 hourly, dig into the 4 hourly on your charts, and you'll be able to confirm with that 100 and 200 moving average, that specific hit with that wick from the 50% all the way up, guys, carried up beautifully all the way up to that 100 moving average on the 4 hourly time frame. Right? So in terms of let's see what we've got going on. And Stenzi, we would welcome you to join our group. We've got Basecamp and VIP levels of membership. You're chatting with Angel. He's been around. Angel's in the chat with you right now, as well as our VIP. He's the guy with the wrench. So there we go, Mr. Sticky Jones. I don't believe this is the channel for you. Yeah, we invite you to become a member. That's it. Hey, Stilsy Jones, pardon my spelling. God gave us 2 ears, 2 eyes, even 2 nostrils, but only 1 mouth. Just something I read years ago, but very helpful. And Angel means it. In terms of that, you're welcome to join our group, but it's not just a place to show up and ask a question necessarily. Yeah, if you want to become more familiar with technical analysis, then you're in the right place. If you want to dedicate, a portion of, in terms of what you are becoming to becoming a good trader, then that's then this is the right place for you. If not, then it's just not the ordinary kind of jump on in kind of place. It's a restricted. We call this exclusive. YouTube permits it. They suggest it, and we just insist upon it. We just take their recommendation in play. So this move to the downside from our designated line of resistance that we had accomplished there. Let's clean up these lines a little bit. And me just saying, it just looks like it could be bullish. I'm just telling you guys, it would have to framework over and across a little bit. And let me just do this for Angel. Put these in the back, some trophies for Angel, guy with the wrench. Don't mess with Angel in the back or in the chats. He's going to take care of business. So what I would need to see, guys, in terms of this being really something bullish would I would like the price action to sit along this line. We're going to have a little bit of a hurdle, okay, in terms of like an expression that we would just say is purely patently bullish. And please pay attention to this. I think that this will make sense if you guys and it's an odd combination in terms of the patterns. 1 second real quickly, let me have a sip of coffee. All right. Now, in terms of this patterning, pay attention. This is a very unique circumstance that we have. Most of the time, when we're looking at something in line with this, we would be looking for an inverse head and shoulders, right? Something to give us an indication that yeah, we're definitely heading up here. Okay, a reversal pattern. I've told you guys it's either a continuation or a reversal pattern. Okay, typically, as we look at a rising wedge, that would be a bearish feature. Now, the rising wedge can play to the upside. We can go up and over this level of resistance on top, no problem. In fact, it's pretty traditional that we would, frustrate a few breakouts here along support, and that we would also, guys, operate in and above. I mentioned that several times during the last week. That yes, we're ready to operate, ready to trade and literally trade, guys, not just the breakdown from, but the actual portion on top. I've challenged you guys. Are you prepared to trade a rising wedge through a throwover event, up and over the resistance, and to capture value and potentially play the short on the downside? Okay, you need to be prepared for how a rising wedge functions. It's just crucial. As you would look at a typical rising wedge, the structure of it is bearish. However, when we get into a wedge formation, so often we see movement up and above the wedge to entice buyers, to get them lured in, to only capitulate back down into, and thereafter frustrate down and below. If you don't know that pricing sequence, you need to become familiar with it and be able to exploit both sides of the price action in terms of the bullish and the bearish moves there. It's critical, guys. That's your bringing your A game, okay? That's in terms of the market. And I would say alpha, right, in terms of that amount by which you beat the market. Now, in terms of this kind of bullish feature, I was discussing something, and I want to just complete this thought. Very important and very excited, guys. Hit the like button. I appreciate that. In terms of you guys just tuning in, let me know who all is streaming into the room. That will help me know what I need to cover. If I need to reframe anything from the beginning, etc., that'll let me know who has shown up. It'll let me know you just shown up. Maybe I can go through some pricing targets for you, etc., that you may have missed. Okay, in terms of the bullish feature I'd like to see here, okay, and I've lined out this specific pink line across the top just to see whether or not we have any expression of an ascending triangle. I'd like to see some sort of a flat top. We do have a bit of a flat top being expressed here, but we have an event that has gone up and over. Now, in terms of that expression up to that 100 on the 4-hourly. You guys can get that 100 very easily on TradingView. This is the premium, is the top echelon in terms of the package of that TradingView, that they offer. So please, please pay attention to that. Now, if we go laterally, this is an interesting look, guys, for us to kind of dig into. We do have the expression up and over kind of a line. If I'm looking for a lateral or a horizontal line of resistance, it's close. We are in a descending framework here. We do have a descending framework, but that descending framework has pushed one time here, right? We had a descending framework. Let's just go on the 4-hourly into kind of the descending framework versus how we have broken out. You can see we pushed up here, right? With the push up there, I'm trying to see, and the best thing we could do is identify kind of a flat top, some sort of a horizontal framework of resistance that we could say we'd like to measure a move up and over, right? The critical component is going to be as we try and establish, okay, positive price action. Just like the first primary hit on the 50%, we're going to need to get up and above these EMAs, the 100 and the 200. The 200 is in purple, 100 is in orange. We're going to need to get up and above these EMAs and establish, guys, an established trend up and above. It's going to be one of the definitions of a trend. Right now, we're still technically retracing on the 4-hourly. So the componentry put together is, we have a very, very distinct, I'm just going to say this, and to the extent that we have broken out of this, I just want to caution one thing, okay? Let's discuss this. This is going to be very, very, I'd say poignant, very, what would we say, just on point. Let's just say on point in terms of the price action here. We could frame this right now in terms of Bitcoin having broken out of this specific formation, this specific expanding diagonal wedge. Okay, we could definitely state that right now. It has broken out of this wedge. We could get very excited and say it's time for an entry. It's time to get involved in the price action. Okay, we could take that route. I want to discuss that. It's up 1.16%, $38,767. The caution that I will bring to your attention would be the following. On the 4-hourly, before this move that we just are looking at now, that is a breakout, a quote-unquote breakout, we had this move here. Please pay attention. We had an expanding diagonal wedge, okay? An expanding kind of leading diagonal wedge would be the technical expression of it that we would want to use in line with the fundamentals of technical analysis. As we look at the support and the resistance, we broke out of this specified expanding diagonal wedge here. Okay, that was a costly entry for bulls who decided to get involved in that, who didn't have, I'd say, a good stop loss in order. Okay, still costs some money to get in and out, particularly if you're trading on leverage. This was an expensive move. It hit right onto our cross level of resistance that we identified earlier. So if you're paying attention here, you were aware of that level of resistance, okay? And that would just be from that 65,000 down to the 53,000, okay? Carried down through. That level came into play exactly. So it's a critical feature for us to say, and just pay attention to this, guys, for us to say, well, we just broke out of, we just came off of a breakout, and not to be overly cautious in the market. We don't want to be, afraid to trade a breakout, but you need to be aware of what you might be trading a breakout on. This is why I love hitting targets, guys. Last night was a real nice stream, hitting the 50% like a beautiful target. Always buy at support, sell at resistance, right? Or long at support, short at resistance. And what do? Trade patterns and hit your targets. This is a target, guys. It's one of the most fundamental targets in the market. The 50% retracement. You were lucky the day that we can just tune in, or we can just wake up and we're on the 50. It's classic, guys. It's a classic target in the market. So yes, this previous zone did operate as a fake out. Big time, guys. You got to be aware of that on the 4-hourly. So as we look at the current price action and we're saying, well, between here and here, we have just broken out. We've broken out of the pattern. Let's get busy. Let's lay into the price action. I just want you guys to be aware. We just came off of a situation, and not to be overly cautious in the market, but just to be aware of the technicals, right? We just came off of a situation where we just and Angel saying, hello, everybody. Nice to see that. In terms of if you've just shown up, hit that like button and comment out. We'd love to meet anyone who's here for the first time. We have a VIP level of membership, also base campers. Where you at, base campers? I know you guys are around. Why don't you shout out in the chat? Last night was cool. Last night was a lot of fun because a lot of base campers. Angel, you weren't here. You weren't feeling good. But last night, the base campers just showed up. They were like, let's go. When the negative pricing poured in, you're big. Angel's real big on no fear zone. You saw it last night, Angel. Everybody was excited. They just reared into the room, and it was a good night. I was excited about that, and it was nice to see that because I knew when I saw the positive price action, like those guys picked up. They picked up some coins, and guys, Bitcoin was hard to beat. I'm going to tell you guys that, and I mentioned that last night. I mentioned it yesterday. It's like, we can go with the altcoins, we can go with this and that, etc. But, you had 15% in terms of overall price action on Bitcoin. That's hard to beat, guys. That's nice. That's more than respectable. Even the guys chasing the big returns on altcoins, you can go around and look for that special altcoin that's going to go, go the distance, right? That's going to achieve your returns, etc. What I'm going to tell you is Bitcoin's Bitcoin. It's got the liquidity. It's got the trade dynamics. We love the patterning. We love the it likes to hit its high. This year it's like to hit its high, right? And then retrace 50% and give us some price action. Again, the high formerly, let me say this, or the previous all-time high was 65,000. Exactly was 64,863.10. Okay, 64,863.10. $64,863.10. This one, 69,000, just boom on the dot. Both situations retraced to 50%. We get excited when this 50% comes into play. The cyclical dynamic here in terms of this Wave formation is just attractive if you trade. Always, guys, always be prepared to double down at lower levels. Always with that heavy reserve capital. Never fully I'd say never fully exposed or overexposed at any higher price. So when we look at back to these dynamics here, just understand currently, yes, we've broken out. We're currently still on, though. We're still trying to break out. It's an interesting hitch that we've taken here on the 4 hourly because it does show us up and over this specific line of resistance that we pointed out in depth, guys, very much in depth, in detail. I went over that before we hit that on that previous zone, right? And let me get into this real quickly. Sometimes I have to reset my mic or grab a sip of coffee. So we have experienced a recent breakout fake out. I bring that up into the context right now for you bulls looking for an entry who did not pick up last night. I don't know why you wouldn't have picked something up last night. I'm sure most of you did, right? It was low. We buy low, we sell high, right? And I always say we're always buying and we're always selling. Where are we buying? At low prices. Where are we selling at higher prices? You know, you can say we can become a little bit. We can push the market a little bit on. Well, I ran out. If you the problem you might run into is you might run out of liquidity, right? You might run out of your coins. It's like I can't sell anymore, right? But you can find ways around that, right? You can get into shorting. You get into different dynamics on the low side of things. This specific 1 hourly is a nice chart to look at. We have a nice even thread in terms of that pour down. Of course, the candle wicks are going to provide some differences, but between the 4 hourly and the 1 hourly, the interesting portion on the top framed, and every time frame is going to be different. Like welcome to 2022. Each and every time frame is going to tell you a different story. All right, I'm just going to tell you guys, it's going to tell you a different story. It's in a lot of contraindications. So as we would look at this specified expanding wedge now, much more prominently featured than what we had before on the 1 hourly. On the 1 hourly, we're experiencing what we saw kind of on the 4 hourly. Let me make sure that these lines are just perfect. Let me dig in, and you guys know I spend a lot of time on my technicals. I want to make sure they are just accurate as you could possibly want them to be, because I know that you guys make some investment decisions based on them, and that's okay with me. That doesn't frighten me. That's not a big deal. You can bring that heat all day long, and we'll deal with it. Let's say it's not a security. We have a good time, and I know that you guys expect good returns. So in terms of and you expect accurate technicals. That's a big reason why I'm here. I'm a former financial professional. So in terms of just industry, I've been through a lot of, I was a lead analyst over a $1 billion equity fund when I was like 21, 22 years old, okay? Straight out of college. So across the table from Harvard Foundation, giving them returns, giving them their calculations. So I'm happy to give them to you in terms of my technical analysis, etc. I'm used to being in the hot seat from an early age in terms of things mattering. So I'm accustomed to that. That's what I like to do. So I'm pretty good at it. So I think you guys are pretty good at what you do too, in terms of we're all pretty good at trading. So that's a good thing. We found our niche. In terms of this specific line of resistance, I'm bringing this up on the 1 hourly as opposed to the 4 hourly, because on the 4 hourly, I just demonstrated how the previous zone, the previous zone operated was the 1 hour. Let me see here real quickly. Let me get into a little bit of a different time frame. We just went over on the 4 hourly how the previous zone was a fake out, okay, from the, and we could go on the 1 hourly as well, okay. We could go also on this 1 hourly just to talk about how this previous zone did. Okay, let me make this a blue line, or I'll go blue on this, okay. In terms of that previous zone operating as a fake out for the market, you can see the previous on multiple time frames here, but that previous resistance up and above, boom, to the downside. So I bring this up now on the 1 hourly because it's probably a good time frame that traders who are a little bit maybe more robustly geared towards the market that they may be looking at in terms of this resistance now being broken out of here. We have achieved a breakout here. This was a fake out for the market. Just remember that, guys. This right here was a fake out for the market. Seems like a strong position now. Seems solid, right? But it was a fake out. People were faked out. They got into this trade and it spilled them out to the downside. All right, so frame that correctly in your thinking with your TA. That was a fake out. Maybe it was a small trade, but it certainly didn't complete to the amplitude of this specified channel. Okay, it should have completed to the amplitude of this. Were people not aware of the specific level of resistance that I brought you guys beforehand, right? From that all-time high to that 53,000, you guys know that cross level of resistance all the way up, if we scale back on that daily. right? So that cost a lot of people some money who got involved who weren't aware of that line of resistance. Okay, so that's a big deal. Big deal for the channel. Big feather in the hat for all the VIP, et cetera, that are paying attention and trading. If you're learning, great. If you're trading, better. Right? If you're learning, that's great. But if you're trading, better. The market will teach you what you can sit and try and absorb, or what you can try and learn through a book or otherwise. The market can teach you to it, but you have to have that framework, that reference in terms of the ability to you have to know what the answer is. I'm going to tell you that, and if you don't know what that answer is, you have to be able to find it. So we're capable of assisting in that regard. That's what we'd like to do. So this specific breakout here, not a long story short, just reframing this to you in terms of your possible entry after we had a great entry last night. Just amazing, right? In terms of the specific 50% retracement, up 12% currently from that zone. If you guys decided to pick up then, it was at a target, right? Always ready to double and triple down, never overexposed. I just say that, always ready to compound into the market. Right, you don't want to be overexposed in the market. It's just not fun to play that way, guys. It's not an enjoyable trade experience. That's not what the market's really built for. Is going full threshold, full throttle the entire time. So in terms of this specified move, I just tell you, this is by nature is bearish. Okay, with a degree of move and a hit from the 50%, we have a little bit of a contraindication, or a little bit of a contrary. I just say is it bearish? Yes, it's bearish. 8 days a week, this pattern is designated to be bearish. Given the fact that it just slammed into the 50% retracement this hard, guys, this is a heck of a move. This is an incredible move. It's a stronger move than we had originally from the 50%. So that's on the minds of the traders. If they decide to get involved heavily with this in terms of price action, it just wouldn't it wouldn't surprise me that it's, as much as we would say it's a bearish pattern, this resistance, this support is bearish. It's going to break down. Well, you just came off one heck of a hit, guys. One heck of a hit on the 50% retracement. So it's pushed the buyers enough. Maybe a secondary time, definitely a secondary time here, but it's pushed buyers enough to achieve another breakout. I would be cautious. I wouldn't be afraid. Okay, I'd be cautious of the fact that this previous zone in here with the patterning that was provided also was a fake out. Okay, and if we do delineate the current price action, I do say to you guys, always be prepared to reframe your technicals when necessary, right? Always able and just happy just to say, okay, let's just redraw this now, given this the current patterning of what the price is expressing right now. Not that anything else in the past needs to necessarily change. It doesn't. But as we reframe technicals and look at what's provided to us immediately, don't ever be afraid to do that. Just you can always wipe your chart. You can just do that with the delete button on the bottom left. If you guys mess up your chart, on the bottom left of your trading view, there's a little trash can. Just hit it and put remove all drawings. Push Control Z if you mess that up and you want the drawings back, okay? Don't blame me if you lose all your drawings. In London, I had to spend 3 hours redrawing everything after I hit the trash can. But it can be useful in terms of that. So the expression here, the classic formation, right, this classic formation in terms of this expanding wedge, and it flowed through to here. If we push the lines, this is the one thing this pattern has wanted to push. It's just wanted to push and push and push. You see, it's like, was this just the only, I'm trying to make a little bit of sense of this throttle down here in the context of us establishing on the hourly, a new procedure, at least for us to give respect to the fact that we may be in a quote-unquote breakout. Fair enough? We may be in a breakout, okay? So to the extent that we are going to respect that, and I'll just we don't want it to be a fake out. How about that? In terms of the overall, that line of resistance, we just want it to be respected. We want the bulls to step in, and I want you guys to get overexposed and to lose after you just had a great pickup last night and you're in the money on your trade. That's an exciting thing. We talked about duration. We've been discussing that frequently, and you guys just need to understand your trade is going to have a duration. A quality pickup like on the 50% is maybe something that you want to hold for a bit. Right? If you hit the lowest target, like the lowest target that was in the market, we had that. Go to the 4-hourly chart. You'll see this specific pivot right here. That is our pricing target. Boom. All right. That was the lowest target in the market. If you don't know what the target was, go to the 4-hourly, and that lower dive there, that was our target, up over 35%. Okay. So whether or not you guys decided to take profits or principal, let profits ride, or let the profits ride, or let the just close out the position at 35. Congrats to anyone who's trading. That's the essential thing. If you're still in that trade, I just tell you, it's been a month. If you like to trade, maybe you've been a little bored just, sitting there. I understand, and I do respect, guys. I do respect people who want to have a longer duration in terms of their trade. They had a quality pickup, maybe, in terms of definitely a quality pickup. Maybe you didn't see the need to re-enter here, but it just showed you yesterday with a 15% move, that Bitcoin is built to trade, okay? It's just built to trade. Now, we are in a position, I'll bring this up as we're talking about a potential for a fake out, okay? We're looking at the possibility here on the 4-hourly, okay, that the traders could begin to recognize the fact that we are up and over some of these background moving averages. You see those nice kind of the wavy lines, right? Those waved lines. You'll pick up on them if you are on a big screen TV. I've lightened them up quite a bit. But there are moving averages here that are below the 100, below this 200, which are really kind of maximum thresholds for us to get up and above. But the immediate moving averages, and let's just see what those immediate moving averages are. Let me see if you see that blue line pop up there, right? You see the, and I'll go to the, let me go to another one here. You'll see this, the additional line pop up there. We have how many moving averages? 8 moving averages. Those are the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Okay? So you have the 20 through the 55 buried and tucked in here that are below that 100 and the 200. So these are the immediate exponential moving averages that we're going to measure our chop zone. Chop being what? Are we green or in the red? Okay, it's just a crucial thing that we remain in the green. You can see how profitable it can be. Look at the last major time we were in the green was this. I said this would be the major. We can go to kind of a minor interval versus a major interval, but this one was just, this printed some cash for people who played just the chop. Some people trade with that regard only. I would recommend that it be kind of part of your arsenal, part of your toolkit, that you look at the chop, CHOP zone, guys, and it's just, are you green or not? Are you ready? Are we above the EMAs or not? Essentially, it's a trend indicator. Let's look at the price action. Currently at 0.99%. Bitcoin. And I just got to tell you guys, and Angel, I can only imagine how exciting Bitcoin has been for you since $7.79. Honestly, I can only imagine. That's just awesome. It might have been as exciting as Luna. Luna in our, what was that? Our price target of $4.60 and then up to $105. One of the best trades in crypto in 2021. My man, what is up? Now we got a little price action on Luna. I kind of reared everybody's head on it a few days ago, brought them a channel formation. If we're up and out of that channel formation, I'm excited on Luna, currently at $66. What's up? Brought to you guys back at about $54 with some trade opportunities. Just brought it to the attention of the VIP, and just spread the word a little bit in terms of Luna. Looks like it could be doing something interesting, picking back up from that low at about 40. What is that, about $44? So upon the rebound here, looks like it's well back into the money at a 50% profit from its low. That's nice, guys. 50% profit from the low. So one of the best trades of 2021. Exciting to have that notch in the belt in terms of what's going on. That's nice, guys. That's quality TA. That's a lot of clout. That's some crypto clout. I gotta say it. Just no doubt about it. Way to go, Angel. That was a lot of fun in 2022. Looking forward to some more really impressive trades in 2020 this year. That was a lot of fun last year. We're looking forward to some better trades this year. Believe it or not, as incredible as Luna was. But I bring that up because definitely, as we would look at the price action of Bitcoin yesterday, it's like 15%. Bam. You just must have had a lot of fun throughout the years. I just shout out to you, and we the VIP, just all of us, we're excited about it. It's nice to see Bitcoin has still got the juice, still got the mojo, still willing to run, right? In terms of like impress the traders, like knock them out. in terms of this like 15% move to the upside. It's like, yeah, we can chase around, and once Luna gets going, and Luna gets going, right? Once Bitcoin gets going, Bitcoin gets going. So we're excited to have some interest across the field and look forward to trading in 2022 this year. So let me go ahead and I'll keep that line the way it was, with the understanding that right now on the 30-minute is a nice image, because we have the expression I think that is the healthiest expression for you guys to claim, to hold on to in terms of what you guys have on your screen or what you're looking at. If you guys could hit the like button if you've just shown up, I'd appreciate that, and shout out in the chat if you guys are in the chat. I'd appreciate that, or in the room. Let me know. I swept the VIP. I want you guys to know I swept the VIP. The room's in the back. I swept the VIP. Kent, Gifford, Carlos, Munoz, Kuda, Jason's Lit, Ambrosio, Ryan, Daniel, A are no longer in the back VIP. They're just not. I had kindly requested that they get and guys, it's a majority for security reasons, etc. We wound up with being exploited in the back. They wanted to take some of our information, or not them, but I don't know who. I really don't know who. Wanted to take our information and plug it overseas and use our technical analytics. So I kindly requested people get a badge on YouTube, and that was the group that did. That's the group right now. It is a group, okay, between Carlos Munoz, Kuda, Jason's Lit, Ambrosio, Ryan, and Daniel. That is the group that, and Kent Gifford, that's the group that said no, they don't want to. Okay, I'm just going to say that. That's the group, okay, that said no, they don't want to get a badge. So that's fine. You guys are out of the VIP. That's not VIP. When I make a kind request, really simply put a kind request for purposes of security, etc., just to reinforce the dynamics of VIP. It's like it's a kind request, It's like leave your keys with the valet, sir. Like, it's easy stuff, guys. So in terms of that, that's just the group that has decided to not participate in VIP, and I won't have them for that reason, for their failure to maintain VIP status with YouTube. So it's a real deal that YouTube allows it, and I want to reinforce what they present in terms of the framework of what is a good social group, of what is a good team work and framework, because as soon as we deviated from that, it's like we had some security issues, etc., and I just don't want that. So we're going to have what works for the group and what YouTube and Twitter and everyone else has decided that kind of works. So we're going to do that. And if you guys are in that group, you had your chance, and I hope you're not just hanging out picking up what you can in the live stream. I really hope you're not, because if you can't pay $100 a month, if you cannot pay $100 a month, I'm going to tell you probably shouldn't be investing. Okay, and some of you guys I know are thinking about making big money and all this stuff this year. You shouldn't be investing if you can't pay $100 a month, guys. Okay, and it's much less disrespectful. I'm going to say it is disrespectful to Angel and to me and the other VIPs. So I hope you're not just listening right now. You quote unquote former VIPs that just refuse to even comment back when I brought that up multiple times to you. It's not alpha, it's not VIP, and it's nothing I want to be affiliated with. So you are hereby invited to not return to my stream. Thank you very kindly. We will focus with the current VIPs, with Craig, with Luke, with Angel, and if it's a handful of guys we have that are prepared to beat this market, AJ Crypto, etc. Kwanye, I have a good list here of VIPs that are going to beat the market this year, and we don't have time for anybody else who doesn't want to beat the market. It's just real simple. So if you guys are upgrading, just know that we clean the house, we sweep the floor. I swept that back room just to get through those issues, because I know a lot of people still like to listen. And they like to listen because they're going to make money. Yeah, go float that boat somewhere else. I don't even want crypto to be known for that, to tell you the truth. I don't want crypto to be known for the, kind of pass it off as maybe my own returns and this and that. To go pass that off to your family. I'm honestly saying that to you guys who wouldn't step up to the forefront. Go pass that off as your returns to your family. Just go do that, because that's hugely disrespectful. We put a lot of work into our TA. I respect Angel, his involvement. I respect all the VIPs, like, for instance, AJ Crypto, who's been #1 VIP for 9 months. I respect AJ Crypto a lot for maintaining that dignity and expressing his thanks for the group, etc. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. That dynamic is worth kind of not just bargaining for, but worth kind of fighting for. So I'm going to fight for that in 2022 as we strive to build a bigger and stronger group than we've ever had. And I know that that's going to happen. We have too much going for us. So look at this 5 minute, guys. It's a nice view on the 5 minutes in terms of what's currently going on. Let's take a look at the 5 minute line chart. Lay this out on and it's interesting, guys. I also get a read on believe it or not, it's interesting, the diagnostics with YouTube. A lot of this stuff's important. Down to trade data. I simply request trade data, right? In terms of like, what are you guys trading so I can help you guys, right? It's like an easy thing to kind of say, okay, cool, you're going to help us with trade data. Great. It's simple stuff I say. When I say view it on a big screen TV, the actual stream on a big screen TV, you know what's cool is YouTube actually shows me how many people have big screen TVs or how many people are watching this on a mobile device. We have a decent amount of big screen TVs. That's huge, okay? Because this comes through like a champ on a big screen TV. On a mobile device, I just know you're not trading. I just know you're not really serious about your trade game. It's just not a big. It's not real serious for you. So I have access to some of those features and some of that information, personal computer or TV or a mobile device. Like, it's pretty cool stuff. So I value that very much. So YouTube, thank you for all that you do and for the platform to be able to do this. Now 5 minutes. Look at the resistance and the resistance in terms of the line. You guys see that, right? Very nice hit on the lines on the 5 minute. We could go to the actual candle wicks. Okay, we could go to the candle wicks, okay, on the 5 minute or any time frame and show that we still have some room left on the candle wicks to be fully expressive of this line of resistance. It's a great lesson just for all of us in terms of, as we watch the price action, of understanding that on the larger time frames. Let's go to the hourly. Let's go to the hourly, and please let this sink in a little bit. I think it'll help your trade game quite a bit. And these are part of the reasons why they just like to listen. They want to sit around and just listen for free and this and that. Anything that's for free, guys, you're not going to value it. It's just, this is what I've learned in the market. If it's just for free, you're not going to value it. You're not going to learn from it. You got to invest yourself into it. Let's look at the contradiction. Be willing to put some skin in the game, guys. In terms of this resistance on the hourly. Look at the differentiation that we have on the hourly showing the breakout. Then let's go to the 5 minute, and you're going to see that the level above in terms of the lines on the line chart is going to be very well expressive of the candle wicks on the. Let's see, better expressive on the candle wicks we were on the, let's say on the 30 minute, were we? Just a second. Okay. Yeah, there we go. On the 30 minute, you're going to see that the candle wicks, let's do this. The candle wicks on the 30 minute. Let's do this. Let's go up to the candle wicks on the 30 minute. There we go. This is fully expressive. When I say frequently that the candle wicks are going to be expressive of the price action on the lower time frames, we'll do this on the 30 minute. We could do it even on the hourly, okay? On the hourly, you'll see that the candle wicks, bam, bam, as we draw to those candle wicks. If we go to the actual, let's say 5 minute chart, if we go to the 5 minute chart, candle wicks are the same, but the difference is we have a little bit closer approximation. And definitely as we get down into like the 1 minute time frame, look at the 1 minute time frame, very close approximation in terms of the actual line chart being there. Much further away if we go to like the 1 hourly. If we go to the 1 hourly in terms of the price action, I just want you guys to get an idea here that the further that you get out in terms of the consolidation, as you consolidate the price action, you're pulling it in, you're restricting it. Okay, so if I draw a line on the hourly, one of the techniques I'll use, and this is the key frame reminder here, one of the techniques I'll use, boom, just turn the candle wicks on. You'll fill in the lower price, the lower time frames, price action, okay, when you turn on those candle wicks. So it's a nice strategy as you guys are flipping between time frames, trying to find the perfect time frame, because we're going back and forth between them now. If we look at, let's say, the lines on the hourly right now, well, how do I know without flipping through to the 30 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute, right? How do I know? Well, I just turn on the candles, bam. And we just went through, let's say, down into the 1 minute time frame. I get a pretty good representation of the line on the 1 minute, but just by turning on the candle wicks, boom, and drawing to the candle wicks, right? So Very, very nicely done. That's just a trick of if you understand the price action, you'll understand why that is the case. Okay, it spends more time at essentially on each time frame. It has to spend the time. The price action has to spend enough time there at the specific place for it to actually hitch. Okay, let's say on the hourly or hitch, build a pivot on the 4 hourly. Okay, so the lower the time frame you get, the more noise that you get, because there are more time intervals for it to essentially to establish position, right? So I'm just discussing that now, essentially, because what do we got? And I appreciate that, Angel. Just read that in the comments. Excellently put. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Angel. We appreciate that very much. And let's see, very much. I'm just going to put that, boom. I'm going to get that back in the comments to him. So the safest regard that we could get to right now, long story short, is get up on the candle wicks. Get up on these candle wicks and look at the lowest time frame, the ultimate threshold of the resistance that we're currently traveling to, guys, in terms of the price action that is currently bound for, okay, that we're playing up and above this cross trend line resistance here, and then we have this higher line here. The safest frame of reference for you to get into is going to be the candle wicks. So that's going to be expressive of the 1 minute time frame. You can do the 1 minute lines. I would just recommend do the candle wicks for right now. Okay, you can snap those to grid, and I was just trying to help you a little bit in terms of what would we say in terms of the higher time frames, and you wanted to just flash, view the lower time frame. Like this is the 1 hourly, right? We've broken out on the 1 hourly line. Okay, on the line on the 1 hourly we've broken out, but on the lower time frames we still haven't broken out. Okay, how do you know that? Because of the candle wicks. And again, if we go to the 1 minute time frame, essentially the wicks are going to be the line on the lower time frame. Play with that. Look at that. Make sure you understand that. But it's a quick tip, and just something that can save you from saying, well, we've broken, because I've been through different time frames. I've explained that. I just wanted to cover that routine for everybody so you understand, especially for Craig, I think your new VIP, et cetera, just to make sure that you understand that. That the candle wick will be the line on a lower time frame, on the lowest time frame. We can say that, okay? So enjoy that. It's kind of a tip that'll save you some time, and you won't necessarily, it may save you some money too, as you would look at, the 1 hourly. Okay, great. I know we're up and over. I'm going to go ahead and charge into it. Like, wait. Let's go to the candle wicks. Okay, so on the 1 minute, we haven't broken out yet. All right, we're still underneath on that 1 minute time frame, on the lowest time frame. Very important. So as we would, guys, get into the a bit of a patterning, just back to the origination of the stream. We're establishing this upward wedge that is essentially hammering into. It's just heading towards that top line resistance. Looks like we're still respecting this cross trend line that we established from the daily. Let's look at this. Boom. Let's look at this. Here we go. Resistance. Okay, we're still respecting that hit that we just nailed a few days ago. That was a huge deal to have pointed that out, and for the market to have perfectly respected that. Bam, that was nice. I was very excited about that. So to the extent that we're looking for another breakout, it's just it's very this is not I don't know. It's not a falsified line. It's a real line. It just got hammered in the market the other day. So I want you to pay attention to that line as I also bring up, let's say on the hourly, this higher level of resistance. Okay, that's a linear level of resistance that's more proximal or more immediate. Don't want to get too fancy with the words, but more proximal or immediate in terms of this specific time frame. The other this dotted line is a bit more. It's a bit more. What would we say, guys? It's a cross trend line from nearly the entirety of the last. Let's just measure it instead of categorizing it. Just of the last. Yeah, I was about to say last year, 320 days. Whereas when I say proximal, this is the immediate. More immediate in terms of the periodic price action. This is the immediate resistance, right? That's a 1 year long price, cross trend line. I'll say that. So looking at the chop, I'm encouraged by the three. Hopefully the three that we get into the third. Let's say the third. let's say 4 hourly time frame that we're going to get into being green, I think we're going to hold that to the extent that on the 1 hourly, you can see how much time we have spent in on the chop. Now, you got in on the chop, and it's worth noting well before the big spike. So if you're looking for a time frame to let's see here. 1 second. A little distracted by it. Let me do one thing real quickly. Here we go. Boom. Thank you. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Wanted to just get that out real quickly. So in terms of that, just play the upper level of resistance on the specific candle wicks. That's what I would just do right here before you get excited about a nice move to the upside. And the overall feature that we are concerned about right now is the fact that while we're heading up, we are in some clearly designated. I'm going to say some reasonably clearly designated. Let's get into this. We'll go through the parameters here. A rising wedge, and I brought this up to the VIP in the back. Now, understand on this is another one that has pushed once in this area with a small fake out, okay, to the downside. So it's kind of dangerous to let your Bitcoin go right now. I'm going to tell you guys, because it's already faked out once. It's recovered for a higher price, right? Then it looks like it's in the process of faking out again. And this is where things get a little tenuous in terms of trading Bitcoin. If you don't trade much, this is where things get a little frustrating, right? We would go to a time frame to try and clear this up because the candle wicks there look a little bit, I don't know, not contraindicated, but it just shows you that it's really pushing the traders right now. That's not necessarily what we want to say, but want to say or want to see. But it just gave the traders 15% in a day, so I wouldn't expect it to be too overly nice. How about that? I think that maybe that's fair enough. All right. So as we would look at this, it's by design a bearish pattern, right? By design a bearish pattern, but it's already pushed. By pushed, I just mean right. It's pushed once here. It looks like it's pushing again twice here. Like the pattern, instead of breaking down, it's just pushing. It's pushing this pattern and push, right? It's going to extend this framework in terms of what's achievable. It's just not wanting to give up. The buyers keep stepping in. Bottom line, bulls are out there somewhere. Huh? I know Angel has not been feeling well, but Angel, you're still here. You're still out there. VIP, baby, not going to give up, huh? It's nice to see. I was wishing you were here last night because we were on the 50%, just cool stuff. Sitting on the 50%. I'm like, who's trading? Like, somebody let me know who's trading. Like, Angel, if he were here, he'd be trading. So in terms of this expression, I would like to see this pick up, right? This could be a beautiful, beautiful pattern. It is bearish by design. Tell you guys that as sure as this one was bearish by design and poured down. Just be cautious in terms of what you're looking at right now. It is something that the authorities say is bearish, okay? Boom. This one is expected. Okay, there's a ton of shorts right now here, guys, a ton. All right, so it's expected to fall down. But those shorts also know that we just hit the 50%, so that 50% was a huge hit to the upside. See if there's anything else that we need to cover. Other than the fact that, guys, I'm really serious about this, and I don't comment this often unless I mean it. This is potentially looking extremely bullish. I'm just going to say that, potentially looking extremely bullish. I'm going to kind of call it there because I have said that a few times, but I just want that on the record book that this is potentially looking like it could really go somewhere, okay? That's all I'm saying. That's it. I don't say that frequently when I say it. I'll have a few I'd say requirements that I want to see for it to really become like a premier level bullish feature. The breakdown here is not going to ruin it for me. I would prefer it to push up over this line of resistance. Okay, I would really need to see this push up and over this line of resistance. And the one thing that's going to kind of frustrate, and it's a kind of a hesitation that I have, okay, is this specific hit up and above here. It's just a hesitation. The reason being that just follow me here, any inverse head and shoulders that we have, any inverse head and shoulders that we would want to express here, were this to do something else like this, would need to get not just here, it would need to get here for the market to respect it. All right. So that's the one hesitation that I have in saying that this looks like it could really go somewhere and really become bullish because of that spike up on the candle wick here. It's going to really raise the threshold of what is going to be required for this to really fulfill as a reversal pattern. Now, can it get up to 40,000, 41,000? Sure. That's very doable. There's a lot of patterning in the mix between here and there, but just understand that becomes part of the neckline on the top side. So let's see. I have one eye open and one eye shut, but we're still VIP. My man, what's up? What is going on? Looking for a BTC short. Okay, someone has shown up looking for a BTC short. Well, that is a good thing. That's a really good thing. We had some guys in the back in terms of our the big short. Well, I said that big short in terms of the NASDAQ move that it made down, breaking its trend line. And, that was really some impressive movement recently. We had a good guy named Daryl in VIP for a while. I hope he's doing well. I'm not sure what happened to him. I think he moved on. Unfortunately, he was a good guy, good charts. Looking forward to seeing what he could do in VIP. Maybe he'd be $1 million champ. Not sure what happened to him. So, in terms of Angel, appreciate you. You one eye open, one eye shut. You still VIP. You know this. What we're going to be looking at in terms of this price action, I need this threshold to be broken and reinforced in terms of the 38,000. Okay, let's say the 39. 39 is going to get you there. If we can break through and reinforce the $39,000 level, then we're in business, guys. If we can traject up through like the 40, then this is gonna become pretty interesting. I'll just let you guys know that in terms of kind of the two levels that need to be accomplished here. And wouldn't it be nice for us to be having the discussion in terms of this specific what this specific move would do here? All right, in terms of this, as we talk about lines of resistance, we'll just include the candles from the get-go, right? Resistance here. It would be great for us to test this specified line of resistance. And I'll just draw this all the way down for right now. This would be the biggest challenge that the buyers, that the bulls have for right now, okay, is getting up and out of this in a successful fashion to the extent that it doesn't want to be interpreted as let's say a descending triangle, something along those lines. So not that the triangulation would be just, par on par, match perfect. We have a lot of trend lines carrying down from the level above. If we were to reframe this, I did some work earlier today just on my charts looking at the different levels that we had established here, right? Very interesting level. This breakout takedown fashion was really, really not nice for the traders, guys. If you looked at that, really not a nice deal. The next level, as we would get into it, right? Traders thinking, well, a breakout, still really not attractive, right? So that's the 4 hourly became really aggressive towards the retail traders. I'm still convinced that a lot of this has had to do with getting rid of a lot of the retail in the space. People who just don't, that just don't kind of. Maybe they don't have the backup capital reserve or aren't well disciplined enough. This kind of price action will definitely take care of them. Oh, there we go. Daryl is in the house. What's up, Daryl? Hey, have some family things to help with. My brother was a fireman. Dallas gas explosion. That's right, Daryl. Okay, so it is you, Daryl. That's fantastic. I've just been glancing back over. I just saw Daryl. I almost need glasses to read this stuff. Hold on. Had some family. I'm so happy to hear about your brother. He is making a wonderful comeback up and walking. Hey, yeah, walking slowly but walking. Amen, brother. I'm so happy to hear that. Daryl, I am so happy to hear that. That's excellent news. That's the best news I've heard all day, Daryl. Hot dog. That is awesome, brother. Congratulations. Hey, we prayed for your brother, man. I just want to let you know. I know he was a firefighter. Daryl's been VIP. He was VIP for a while. Daryl fell out with the channel a little bit because his brother got into an explosion in Dallas. So yeah, Daryl, man, Man, what's up, Daryl? So nice to have you back just at all and to hear the good news. I told you, and I just knew it, something about it. Prayed for your brother, and I just I'm not like overly zealously religious or anything, but I just prayed for him. I was just like I told you, it's like I know he's gonna be okay. There's something telling me I just know he's gonna be okay. He's gonna be he's gonna, I don't know if I say he's gonna walk again, he's gonna be just fine, but I'm so excited to hear that. That's just that's a real blessing to hear that. I want to let you know that. So it's exciting to have you back in the mix a little bit too. We hope 2022 has been all about, and this is the first real story like this that it's been all about. Crypto is kind of secondary to everything else. Trading is kind of secondary to everything else. And Angel shouting out to Daryl. So nice to see, huh? Yeah, big victory for VIP. Just because the family comes first. It's about family, and to the extent that we reinforce that with each other, it's just. I always say invest in those relationships, essentially that you have at home, and now that you invest in these relationships, because we spend a lot of time together. And Luke saying, "Hey, that's great to hear." Daryl, absolutely, that's just awesome. Thank you for sharing that with us. And Aaron, Aaron, you need to know Daryl was really just kind of a champ in the back. And in terms of everything, in terms of the charts, it's just not enough good can be said about Daryl. XRP in the house. I know you caught that on the low side probably. But yeah, Daryl, we'd love to have you back in VIP. We've got really restructured. We've swept things just clean in terms of people not wanting to be there or whatever else they have going on. But Daryl's technically sound enough. And I'm talking about crypto. It's not even about that right now. It's just about good stuff. His brother's okay. I'm so excited about that. Please tell him best wishes and the fact that he's had a whole group, me, etc., that has just been really solidly praying for him, etc. Please let him know that. There we go. Daryl saying he'll be back. VIP, yes, we need that victory for 2022. That'll be such a victory. That would be a huge victory for VIP in so many ways, Daryl. So just want to make sure that he understands that. I'm going to put this in the chats because Daryl's just been one of the best. He's one of the top. He's really great. He's an electrician by trade, and it just works. What the mindset that he's got is just phenomenal to have around. And Angel shouting out to Pastor Tommy. What's going on? That's nice to see that interaction. And Daryl, it's just a blessing to have you here because you've been that's been the first real kind of blessing of a story that we've gotten in 2022 in terms of like big recovery. It's been kind of loss. We've seen some loss here and there, and that's the first victory story we have for 2022. Yo, what's going on? Nice to see it. That's excellent. Thank you, Daryl. That's awesome, man. You guys don't realize how or why we celebrate. It's because Daryl, you shared I think photo with me, etc., of your brother, and I'm like, it's just I felt the pain. I'm like, we got to get him through this one, and I'm just excited to have you back, brother. It's a big moment of victory for us, just in terms of hearing that he's up and walking. I just knew it. And I know you all knew it too, and maybe closer to it is difficult, but that's exciting. That is, and what a great time to reconvene. Thank you, if nothing more, for showing up and letting us know that he is walking, is back on the march. Thank you, Daryl. That means a lot to me, believe it or not. As you know who I am and how we operate. It ain't all about the big trades. I mean, it's part of it, right? But that means a lot to me that you could show back up and say that. And you're always welcome to rejoin the VIP. We want you to join. We have got Luke in the back. Man, Luke, Daryl, Luke wasn't really tearing it up like he has been recently in the back. You and Luke, although, man, wasn't that fun in 2021? Daryl, I know right now you're saying, I know, it was good. I'll tell you, we have cleaned out the back. I've completely cleaned the back out. So you and Luke will have carte blanche with AJ and whoever else you want. It's just been, you can count on one hand. Let's see. My brother hit that 61.8% retracement. Yes, sir. Boom. That is awesome. There we go. Bam. And is he trading? That's what I would like to know. Is he trading? Is your brother trading? Is your brother trading? I'd like to know that. I'm going to put that in the chat real quickly because if he is, we want him to be VIP. We would love to have him be VIP. That would be so cool. So, we have a good group, and Daryl knows we don't mess around too much. People come in and out and this and that. You guys see what's going on right now with the price action, right? Rising wedge. Daryl knows these. You see this? Daryl shows up saying he's looking for a short. What's he get? I guess he gets a little bit of a short, huh? How's that, huh? How is that for a custom delivery? On the short you requested, sir. Is that good enough, Daryl? You have to admit, we have some good synergy in the back. Daryl will show up. We need a new coin. All right. We need a 2X. All right. I normally am the one. I'll go find a 2X. That's fine. I'll spend all day long. I'll find you guys a 2X. Fine. I'll do it. Right. So now Daryl shows up like, I'm looking for a short. There you go, Daryl. It's on the screen. You happy? And he knows too. He's like, the crowd with us, it's like, if you can't trade at all, don't show up. If you don't want to do anything, if you don't have any kind of capital put aside, or you want to get overexposed, it's the wrong crowd. Just, you can and Daryl knows how to trade enough. It's like, all right, fine, you just paid for VIP for 3 months, that's fine. Good short, huh? I hope you. Now the question is, did you hit the button, right? So we're good like that, huh? He hates charts. He's just buying gold. He hates charts. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. That is okay. No problem. And gold's okay. Gold's we will stick to crypto though. We will stick to crypto. That's great to have Daryl around. Daryl, he's just you're a good example of the fact that it ain't about hundreds of plus people. I mean, Daryl, how many we had? Over 118, 130 or something VIPs the first month of Dogecoin. And just, this, it's like, it didn't matter about all those people. Out of all those people, we had a handful. We had literally 4 or 5, 6 people. Angel came to the forefront really strongly. You came to the forefront in the back. Luke came to the forefront in the back. AJ in the back. And we just have, just a few guys. It just doesn't take hundreds of people. We can deal with it. It helps the channel continue. To be honest, just a level of kind of an overall group dynamic like that. But fortunately, we've had Angel step in, and he continues to step in, and really that framework that he brings to the mix is crucial for us in terms of that going on. And I really appreciate that from you, Angel. That means a lot. And hopefully I can bring you consistent $5 million trades, and we can do some interesting stuff like that as well. I would think that'd be interesting. Not just kind of interesting, but really interesting, huh? So that would be maybe even more preferable than the YouTube station. Oh, $5 million trades every month. It would be a little more preferable than the YouTube station. Maybe we can do both of them. So we'll see. When I talk to big players, like, man, forget the YouTube, man. You can bring somebody a $5 million trade. Like, yeah, it's just you gotta have the cash to do it. You got to be able to double down. But a lot of people with cash don't know where to put their or exactly how to structure things, and it's just an interesting dynamic. Let me see what Angel's saying. So did I. The same way humans evolve with the internet, humans will evolve with crypto. Over a decade, baby. Yep. Answering Daryl's comment, absolutely. And hit that button on BTC just now. Yes, all the top of the expanding wedge on BTC. Angel is the button man. You got it. Angel is hit that button. Yeah, this is a good group. Nice to see you guys hanging out. This is good stuff here. Old times, man. This is nice. Now we need AJ. AJ, what you doing? Where you at, AJ? AJ's in the background. He's probably working on his new proposal for the CEO of the executive. He's a big executive, former Air Force, all that good stuff. But he's got important job functions to do and everything else. I don't know. But I do know he's probably there trading and working his whole executive job at the same time. Hopefully he does not have a 3-piece suit on at the computer. AJ, if you have a 3-piece suit on at the computer right now, we are going to come after you. I promise. Okay, so in terms of the pickup here, now we can get into the fallout from the rising wedge. And essentially on the 1 minute, we're right at about that golden pocket pickup. It's going to be a real interesting framework to watch because we're at that level of resistance. We hitched right at our level of resistance that you guys know, that white dotted line. I don't need to go all the way back in terms of the time frame. But yeah, that we hitched right on that under it, a little bit of price action above, hitch, bam, move to the downside. I have expected this level to kind of provide some price action for a bit of time. I just, in terms of the duration, for this to last just a minute here. It's an interesting place for a short overall because it is a level of resistance. It's a dangerous level for a short, and by resistance, I always say buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets, right? We hit the target 50%. That's a big target. That's a macro, like Hiroshima level. That's a big, big deal. We hit it here, had some volatility, right? Had some decent shorts once we got up to a level, resistance, etc. Okay? So we have a little bit of contraindication in the market in terms of the buy at support, sell at resistance, long at support, short at resistance, right? So for that reason, in terms of the shorts, we're at resistance. It becomes interesting for us. Buy at support, sell at resistance, or long at support, short at resistance. Trade your patterns, right, and hit your targets. The follow-up and the thing to bear in mind, this makes the market, this is the level of uncertainty that we find, is, and let's look at the 0.17, market giving back a little bit right now. Take some time, huh? Not immediate. Got to watch it. Got to be patient. Can we get up and over? I still would like to get up and over. Bull is my preference. So is the 50%, 50% macro retracement, okay? 50% discount from 69,000. Is that going? Daryl, it's so nice to have you back, man. Just, you need to know that. Aside from everything, nice to have you back for a minute. Gosh. 2021, rough year, gotta say. Glad it's over. Glad things looking up. We're building in 2022, without a doubt. Nice to have you back. So, looking at the decision to be made, the strategy comes into play because it's buy at support, sell at resistance, or long at support, sell at short at resistance. But we have a major hit here, right? In terms of it is a pattern framework, but and hit your targets. We hit our target. If you hit your target and you're well in the money, I'm going to tell you this. You have a little bit of flexibility on a short here. All right? Till you get up and above and something really proves it to you otherwise, or you formulate a nice pattern, okay? That's the benefit of, and you might just hit that much of it. But you have a little bit of leeway. If you just hit this lower side target, you can kind of have, and not that you don't want to book every trade or you want to be wrong on a specific trade, but until you get really up and over here with some sort of decent pattern formation, at least to play, you kind of have a little bit of room here. If you just slam dunked 15% from the 50% retracement. In terms of strategy, that's laying rubber to the road right there. All right, I don't know if that's strategy, that's just the truth. Okay? If you hit your 50%, you got a little room here on a short. All right? You just made a heck of a move to buy it, support, sell it, resistance, or short it, resistance. You may combine that with a host of other things. Your entry and exit in terms of the market may be compromised by the fact, well, at the level I'd want to short at, it'd be a pretty large short, and it's going to cost me more than, et cetera, et cetera. Your cost to enter or exit, I understand all that. But you have a little bit more room on the short side of things if you hit your target. Okay? If you're plugged in last night on the stream. Boom. And we've been nailing this stuff, guys. Daryl, I don't even know if you know that. We've been really hammering these things through, brother. At the top, the expanding wedge on BTC. Angel is the button man. Good. So glad to have you back, Daryl. And Daryl, I gotta say, the room in the back has been completely cleaned for you. It's been completely swept out. Everything else, the DM, we have new digs a little bit in terms of profile. A little bit new, just Ferrari image, whatnot. Same group mentality just different. It's completely cleaned out. Okay? So it is ready for some action. It's been cleaned out for you, brother. 100%. No drifters, no nothing, okay? We get drifters. We do. I don't know what to call them, but people just kind of, show up. They want to make a quick, easy buck, and they don't really have any technical experience or trade experience or at all. So that just happens. It's the internet. We try to accommodate that and be cool. But that doesn't mean they stick around for very long. So looking at this specific formulation here, we're going to have to get a little bit of time to see what it wants to turn into. And I don't want to necessarily say that we have enough of an angle on this line on the 5-minute. I tell you that big jaunt to the upside, the big takeoff from that 50% all the way up to, this was on the 4 hourly. It was we'll just revisit it. On the 4 hourly, we smack dab into we just struck directly into the 100 moving average on the 4 hourly with that candle wick. Bam. Okay? So 30-minute, the reason I bring up that candle wick is going to compromise a little bit in terms of the patterning that's going to go on. Traders are not going to want to fully incorporate that move, okay? They're just not. It's not something we would fully incorporate. That makes it difficult to trade. In terms of coming up with a pattern that we like on the 5-minute, each and every trader is going to sit there and say, well, that's interesting on the 30-minute. That's a nice, relatively decent on the 30-minute. But every trader in every time frame is looking for a bullish pattern to develop is going to be a little bit sidetracked, at least a little bit sidetracked by the fact that we have this big candle wick that's not expressed on any of the time frames, even on the minute time frame. It was that quick of a shot up. So it induces a bit of uncertainty into the market. So bear mind unto such, please, because the market is. And if you're trading, you are too. And you don't want to get too awful specific with these just micro moves, but you want to kind of, it's always a balance in terms of getting fine-tuned enough to know what's going on versus, sometimes you'll be on the 15-second, you'll zone out, you'll be like, man, I was just right in that corner right there. Wow, I didn't even know where I was, so I don't want to get you guys lost in the charts, right? Yeah, you've done that. You've been so far down in there, you're like, whoa, man. I was like, I had no idea. I was right there inside of that. It's like I don't want to get you guys involved in that too much. We try and stay as big a picture as we can with a little bit of humor thrown in. There we go. Craig is in the house. Craig, new VIP. What's up, Craig? Angel, Craig is shouting out to you. What's up? Craig, new VIP. And we got Angel saying, Daryl, personally speaking, that's the first step. Make sure to hit that button to sell. Bam. Trophies for that. Boom. Got to hit that button twice. That is awesome. I love hearing that because you got to hit it to buy and you got to hit it to sell. Very few people understand that. Hit it twice. Everyone thinks, well, I'm gonna do it. I can do it. It's like, you're gonna hit it to buy it. That's it. That's easy, man. Anybody can buy it. How many times are you gonna hit it if you're gonna double down? You better be able to keep hitting that button, huh? So, Daryl in the house. So great to have him back. This feels good, brother. Like a relief to have you back for a minute. Good stuff. So, kind of climbing back through. I just had an inclination this would just maybe be a while at this level of resistance. That was me when I was coming home from hitting the iron today, the gym. Like it just may, and a little bit earlier, just really when we were about in this level, like I could see us. I was picking a side. Essentially, I was evaluating. It's like, okay, what is this? What is this doing right here? Because this didn't look real bullish to me. I'm like, you know what? We're right at this resistance. I could see us spending time here. You'll note that we rejected a nice inverse head and shoulders. We failed to complete. Okay, this inverse head and shoulders. We had 3 or 4 patterns which were playing off of like a fan potential, etc. Let that known in the background. Execution is key, says Angel. Personally speaking, yep. One hit you lose every time, absolutely. And Craig, thanks for shouting out to Angel, etc. Looking forward to seeing what you're going to be bringing VIP in terms of your chart work. Craig, I wanted you to post a chart earlier on in the back. I asked you to post a chart. Not sure you got that. You've probably been busy reading through all the stuff above and everything else. But I said, hey, why don't you post a chart? Show us what you got. Show us what your TA is like thus far in the back. Would like to see a chart. Just show us what you're looking at. Show us where you're at. Don't worry if it's great or good or bad or whatever it is. Where we've seen better, maybe we've seen worse. Who knows? It doesn't. We're not going to compare it. I'll tell you that. So, just on the 1 minute, we do have this here. Let's see this. Boom, 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 boom. And then we have this here. So, it's not ideal in terms of the formulation for a bull pennant. It's close to having expression of a flat top, though none. It's not perfected. That's off. Let's scale back to the 5 minute, get a little bit of a better representation here. We've struck back on the 5 minute to the moving average, the 100 moving average on the 5 minute, okay? That's right, we trade here. That 100 moving average is critical. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, and Craig has been around since the days of Harmony 1. Pretty cool that you finally joined VIP. Man, it's been a long time. You missed out on 2021. Thankfully, you won't miss out on 2022. Harmony 1 is an aggressive coin to trade. You have got to have a stomach to trade Harmony 1 and backup cash. It will rip the thread out of your leather wallet. I would say, huh? Wouldn't you guys say? It is very volatile, which is why I liked it. So, looking at the framework, can we get rid of the rising wedge now? Probably so. This is what is currently being expressed by the market. It's not ideal. We need to work on that. The interpretation of that is not ideal. Unless the only thing we're after is this move right here. And just remember, we'd like the rough equivalence in terms of symmetrical. We'd like the symmetrical. That starts to look really nice. If it's up here with this candle wick, it becomes difficult. So we bear that in mind. And we probably had this. Yeah, we can't do that to the right shoulder. No, because this is an attempted breakout of this wedge formation. To the extent we had any kind of inverse head and shoulders, it was really, really malformed. So yeah, this is a big stickler of a problem there. That wick up. And you would think, oh no, it's good. We trajected to the upside. And it creates some problems. We trade, boom. 100% we trade. You guys have no idea how much I find out in the charts just because I slam around at lower time frames. You can trade 100 patterns in what? In guys in an hour? You can trade 100 different patterns on the 1 second or the 5 second. I did that when I first started the channel. I literally would just take like $1,000 or $2,000 and just hammer through the lower time frames. Just small flash cash, bam, 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 bam. Trade 100 patterns in an hour. That's like school, huh? That's like you put on a clinic for you. It's gonna tell you what you're doing wrong. I guarantee you. And you're gonna learn some stuff doing that. Now the deal is this: you can do that if you can pick up on what it's teaching you. If you can pick up on what it's teaching you, and essentially you're hacking the market, right? You're gonna throw at the market for an hour, sometimes a day, whatever it may be, right? And if you can pick up on what it's teaching you, that's the big if. Because therein you find some money for the larger patterns. Some of these different functions I brought you, etc. Like, oh, well, it always does that. No. There's a pattern characteristic of the market. It's going to express itself to you. You have to bulldoze into it, and it kind of rewards the people who bulldoze into it. That's important to recognize. You have to bulldoze into it. Somebody has to bulldoze into it. And I know we get on the macro pickups. I know we do this and that. But old macro, he going to go talk to micro. Promise. He going to make or break your month or your quarter. He wants to know. Old macro wants to talk to micro. You're going to learn it in the micro. Now, you're going to experience it in the micro if you can pick it up in the micro. Because you can throw 500 traders into the micro. I don't know how many are going to pick up what the market's trying to teach them. I don't know. It's not. You gotta literally approach it like a science. You're hacking the market. To the extent that's not a negative word, you're exploiting. You're exploiting it where you're finding the framework of exploitation that it's offering you. Maybe a valid way to put that. So we do have this on the 1 minute. It wants to consolidate a bit here. Boom, boom. So we've broken down from that wedge into not a bad channel framework. We look at this. Still trying to traverse up through this line of resistance. Needs you to clear 39,000. And we're still technically in a... This is just the market. It's the level of uncertainty. Requires you to trade. If you trade and you're willing to double down and then double down and then double down, if you're willing to cover your position and trade like you mean it, it's going to be hard to beat you. I'm going to tell you that. You can do the math on it. It's going to be hard to beat you. If you just want to multiply your money by 100 or 200, you never want to cover your position. Anything else can be a little bit difficult for you to beat it. More than a little difficult. It can happen, but it likes to punish people who take that approach. So just looking at the different time frames. Let's see what we got in the chats. But yeah, with 15% to the upside, that was a huge move. Huh? Huge move. So what about prior breakout? There we go. Let's just draw this up real quickly and give you a fresh look at some Fibonacci's. Now, I just drew this up just real quickly from a point of prior breakout of the previous pattern. Let's just do the ascending triangle, right? Candle wicks express the flat top of resistance, ascending line of support. And just drawing up to the actual line here. We had to fall back to the 38.2, fall back to 23.6. Not a bad move. 38.2, 23.6. At some point, the connection with the 100 moving average becomes necessary. We like to completely forget it, but as you go sideways or go down, you're coming in contact with this moving average. There are orders on that moving average. Some program bots that want to make 2% a month or whatever they actually really make, you know. They get lucky with one coin and they get featured, but for the most part, they're not real successful. Hitting your targets is successful. Being patient, hitting your targets, trading your patterns, successful. Buying at support, selling at resistance, successful. So, as we watch this play out, just be cognizant of the framework here. It is not, per se, any type of a reversal pattern until we were to get a right shoulder and traverse up, technically speaking. That makes it difficult. And we're going to run into this framework as well. Essentially, that we've got, well, I'll hold with this. I'll hold with the, because we do have a decent hitch in here. We have a decent hitch on the 5-minute here in with a relatively parallel channel to the upside. That's as bullish as you can get in terms of expressing the fact that we're trying to get up through a line of resistance, okay, with the understanding that technically speaking, for the most part, guys, technically speaking, any upward sloping channel is by nature bearish. We don't want an upward sloping channel. We want a downward sloping channel. Copy that. Bull flag country, right? Always a downward sloping channel. Boom. So when I released the video earlier on in terms of the expectations, just the quick video update. I have to, guys, I'm so pressed for time when I do those. And I have to get out so much content. I appreciate you guys bearing with. I just have to do them quickly. It's part of the gig. Got to do it. Got to get it out in a few minutes' time. So, yeah, that was the ideal expression of what we wanted to see to be bullish. So we can frame around what we're currently seeing, which is this. Okay. The one on the right is a bull flag. The one on the left is not a bull flag. We wanted a bull flag. To the extent that we understand this move in the context of getting through this resistance, we will give it a little bit of leeway. A little bit. A lot of people don't want to right now give it that leeway who trade technically. Nice hit at the 50%. Huh? Nice hit. Technically, 8 days a week, we want this one on the right. We want this 8 days a week. Move to the upside, downward sloping channel. We do not want this with an upward sloping channel. We just don't. That's technically, it's not as proficient in terms of providing a reasonable expectation of a move to the upside. It can still happen. There's still some things that can work. This wick to the upside makes it difficult for us to find or formulate an ascending triangle in here, which would be the catch. Like, okay, we're going to formulate an ascending triangle. Let's get up and above this. We can match it up on the line. We can, but the buyers are still going to be looking at, and not to give up hope on the, Bitcoin's king at surprising. It's king of letting you look away. And so with that always in mind, we pay attention. Like without a doubt. Both the reasonable expectations and to the element of surprise. How could it be a fake out? If you could post the like number one thing in front of your trade computer, what would it be? In addition to buy low, sell high, or buy, you'd go through maybe the five or six things we know. Then how could this be a fake out? Beware the fake out right above you. What's the one thing that you have the most problem with? You should write down the 10 things that you would write in front of you and put up on the computer or put up in front of you around your trade station. And you should just literally prominently display it around you. Not on a list down on the desk. Put it up in front of you. Put it somewhere on the wall where you can look at it. And before you enter a trade, read through those things and make sure it applies. Then let your trade go wrong. This is what happens, guys. Then let your trade go wrong. And then see whether or not you covered what you think your problem is on the things that you prominently displayed around you. And a lot of times you'll find that you didn't catch it. And that, I forgot to say, it's the subtle, it's a good exercise for you because it's a subtle, whatever you've got on the inside that does that is a habit or something, is this kind of recessed, expression of whatever that kind of dynamic is, personality dynamic, or the habit you have, the trade habit you have. It won't come out necessarily. You won't be putting that first and foremost right in front of you. It'll have to bite you, and then you'll have to say, "Oh yeah, it's that problem. Oh yeah, that wasn't one of the top 10 I identified. It's that one. Oh." Watch it. Do it. Try it. Just say, "Oh, no, I always have a problem with this. Okay, I need to do this." You'll write it down. You'll put it right in front of you. Then you'll trade. It'll be the other thing that you didn't want to admit on the top 10 was really the problem. Try it. See if you can do it. And maybe I spoiled it by telling you that you wouldn't admit it up front, but I would like you guys to do that. It's a good exercise. It is a good exercise. I say it was in jest. Yeah, everyone should be listening. Absolutely. Thank you, Angel. 100%. Now, these are key. This is critical stuff here. If, and this sounds bearish, but it's not, if we can get some pattern framework, and let me go ahead and enhance this line a little bit. If we can get some patterning, we didn't quite meet a flat top resistance here. If we can push back up to where we have a horizontal, boom, top here, and continue to bounce up and down here and formulate an ascending triangle, then we are going to be off to the races to the upside. That would be nice, guys. I think the market would consider an ascending triangle on the lines, irrespective of this jaunt to the upside with the candle wick. I'd consider it. I think you guys would too in terms of trading. Do the little things correct. You got that right. Oh, Daryl. Oh, man, we have all kinds of stuff. When Angel Super Chats next time, Daryl, you have to come back because I'll fire the rocket. We do have Spaceman. I turned Angel into a spaceman. He's up there. He's chilling. Just so you know, if he's ever not here, he's up there. But I do have a rocket. I have a Bitcoin satellite. I have all kinds of cool stuff that we can go through next time in Super Chats. Do the little things correctly. Absolutely. They will bear much fruit. They will. You'll be a seasoned veteran. You'll be booking some trades. Just the attention to detail. So 23.6 picking up. It's just going to be a little bit of time at this level. It just is, guys. That is the fact. Not an ideal ascending triangle. We want that flat top, guys. We want the flat top all the time. It's just the market's real specific about that. If it's not perfectly flat, it's not going to work. It's not going to happen. So I am in the mood for a Cohiba. I'm going to go have a Cohiba. And, guys, I have some cool news in terms of Cohiba. I don't know who's here, but, Daryl, you just showed up. I'm going to be giving away some Cohiba lighters. Okay? I have some Cohiba lighters. I'm probably going to get them engraved with VIP on them. Now, for AJ, I'm thinking AJ's been around. He's the longest standing member, etc. I'm probably just going to give AJ one because he's cool like that. And he's been around for 9 months. He's kind of the king of the channel. So I thought of that. Angel, I said I'd send him a few boxes of cigars. Not sure he wants me to do that. He's not even feeling good right now. But that was my thought for Angel. And for everybody else, I'm going to be giving away a Cohiba lighter. It's a really cool lighter. If you guys smoke Cohibas or anything else, it's a nice lighter. You feel like, this is a nice lighter. That's the impression that I've gotten. I think I've got a total of 10 of those. So we're going to be doing some cool stuff like that in 2022 just to kind of spruce it up a little bit. Nothing even you have to use, but it'll be a nice little desk piece, little conversation piece there, or something else you guys would want to look into. Let me see what we have here. So what I'm going to tell you, I just got a text from Angel, and he sent me a text of a shot of all the green from yesterday. Bitcoin up 12%, everything else up 15%. Just through the roof. It was nice, huh? 13%, 12%, 12%. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Bam, that's what I like. We love those returns. Love that volatility. Give us a chance to hit a target. Let us hit a target. Please let us hit a target, right? Let us hit a macro fib. If we could get to that golden pocket, oh, man, on Bitcoin, oh, man, we'd be loving it. Because they're recognized by the masses. It might as well be a bull run moment because, boom, everybody's into it, huh? That's what I'm talking about. That's price action. We love it. And, I really appreciate having all you guys as VIP and base campers. You are the reason I do this, and we will build this year. We cleaned and swept up I got the broom out and swept up the back rooms. Gone. I want to let you know, Kent Gifford gone, Daniel A. gone, Ryan gone, Carlos gone, Ambrosio gone, Kuda gone, and Jason Slick gone. No hard feelings, just not VIP. We're going to be VIP, guys. Daryl shows back up. What's up? Daryl, we have cleaned that back room, brother, like you can't believe. So it's ready for you. We're excited about that. And, yes, you got to have a VIP badge from YouTube. Got to. We tried the no charge, just hang out and have a good time, and nobody respected anything. We had stuff stolen. It was a miserable deal. So we don't go that route. We're not going there. And one thing, want to watch this here. We have an intermittent. The level which needs to be recaptured. You guys always look for that flat top line. Just look for it. You don't want an angle on it. You want it flat. Look on your candles. Candles going to be the same on different time frames. you'll have more candles on lower time frames. So we're doing this. We just have too much of an angle right now. Is it close enough? I like a completely flat top, guys. I like it just perfectly flat in terms of that top horizontal level. I just really like it flat. The market likes it really flat. There will be discussions as to how much it can push. I don't want you to get caught on the wrong side of it. Look at this previous zone. Look at the candle wicks on this previous zone. You see that? Boom. You're off by that much. Like, come on, that's close, huh? You're off by $21. All right, here you're off by $160, $165. So you have 8 times as big of a differential here as you had here. Noted, huh? Is it a deal breaker? Maybe not, huh? Maybe we just say maybe it's not a deal breaker. It's just you don't want an angle on it. I want a flat top in terms of that top level of resistance. And really on an ascending triangle, what we need to achieve classical technical conformance is the following. We need something with multiple hits across line of resistance and support. So right now we have, let's do this. Right now we literally have this, okay? As a matter of fact, we have this, okay? We want this here on the right. We want a flat top, and I'll even schedule this up a little more. We want this flat top. We have this. The one on the right gets a lot of cash. This gets a lot of cash, okay? This gets an uppercut, bam, into the market, boom, okay? It got one down here, 15%, nicely framed on the candle wicks. This one doesn't get the kind of attention that this one gets. Could it go 30%? Sure. But technically speaking, guys with big hands are going to rock into something like this. Boom, boom. They ain't going to miss it. With a confirmation across the top. Right on the EMAs. Big move. Nice pattern formation. This is what we have. And really, this is what we have with the candle wick. Lest we forget that. Okay? So I'm not going to down talk it to where it's not going to be a pattern at all. If the market wants to forget the candle wick and just go with the lines, we have this. It is not ideal, non-ideal patterns trade. But it just starts to turn into something else. It just is not. We need some more pattern development. It's just imprecise. We have an upward sloping channel. The best look that we have thus far in terms of accurate representation is we can do the diagnosis on the evaluation on the ascending triangle and defects. But we have this. We have an upward sloping channel with it being understood we're trying to get up through a line of resistance. And it's frustrated, thus far. So buyers haven't gone home enough, I'll tell you that, because or completely, because we hit along this 38.2. We're picking up on the 23.6. 23.6 is an interesting pickup. It's a higher level of Fibonacci as we would look at buyers stepping in from the preceding breakout. Boom, up to 23.6 after we poured down lower. It's not a bad framework. We just would have expected it. It's odd because we would have preferred it to have gone like this. To have scheduled in and scheduled in. So in terms of the original hit on the 23.6, then down to the 38.2. That would have been more bullish than going and collapsing further down and then picking up. Interesting dynamics, huh? And it's the market. That's technically speaking. That's not up for discussion or debate. They can still do whatever it is. No one's right or wrong. The technicals are correct. We employ them or deploy them to try to gain an advantage and understanding in the market. And both should be gained if you deploy them properly, consistently, with discipline, right? So, let's see what we got. So, we had a great stream. Angel's not feeling really good. It's cold here in Texas, too. Before we get into additional price action, etc., I'm going to let you guys know I'll be in the back. It's been nice streaming. Angel, I'd like you to set the tone at some point soon when you get to feeling better with some super chats. Want to see what you got going on. We need to hear from you loudly. I want to fire your rocket. I do. I want to march that bull across the stage. You guys want to see the bull? I may just show you the bull right now. Hold on. I'm going to show you the bull right now. All right. Now, I have to do this correctly. You guys need to watch this. You need to watch this only on the Crypto Kingdom and Bitcoin Spike will you see anything like this. Let's see where this is. Boom, 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 boom. All right, guys. Now, I want you to pay attention. No one anywhere has this. There's a lot that we have that they don't have, but this is something else. You guys are going to have to watch this. I'm going to have to play some music. Okay. Did you guys hear that? I think you did. This is going to happen. You guys ready about this? Ready for this? We're going to go. I'm going to play a little bit of preceding music, and then I want you guys to check this out. This is some cool stuff. All right. So, and Angel is going to wait for a super chat, but I'm just going to go ahead and throw this out there now. I'm just going to throw this out here, brother. It's just going to happen. It has to happen. Guys, this is the Bitcoin bull. All right. I want to show you. It comes with music, etc. Go ahead and turn it up. Live screen, big screen TV is preferred. All right. Be prepared, guys. One of a kind. Here we go. And that's how it goes, guys. That is the Bitcoin bull. That belongs to me. Okay, just for the record, that bull belongs to me. I wanted to show that to you. I hope you like my bull. It's the Bitcoin bull. So, no one else has that. It is ours. We are number one in TA. We are the number one trade group, and I have just taken full possession and ownership of the Bitcoin bull. So, Angel has his... And that's just mine. That's it. Angel has his rocket. When he super chats, you'll see his rocket. We've also turned him into a spaceman, which I like that. That's cool. There's cool music with the spaceman as well. I have that. I know you guys think that we're just taking time out of TA. Guys, we've been on for hours, right? We have to talk a little bit. Let the mind breathe just a moment. That's a cool bull, huh? Nobody has that. That's my bull. I'm going to do with that bull what I'm going to do with that bull. That's my bull. It's Bitcoin bull. You guys know who owns that, huh? Me. So, Angel, you have the rocket. This nice rocket, huh? Also a spaceman. I turned him into a spaceman because we got to have a good time around here sometimes. I know you guys appreciate that, huh? Let me see this one, huh? So there's Angel, spaceman, etc. I turned him into a spaceman. I just decided to do that because I like that. Sometimes we don't know where he is. So he's up there. He's out there. In terms of the satellite capacities that we have, guys, we have satellite capacities. You all know that, huh? I mean, I think the first time I used the satellite, it melted Bitcoin. I brought that up as a hypothetical. I don't believe it actually did, but it's one heck of a satellite. If you see the satellite, you'll be able to, it's possible, guys. It is a laser array field generative, like strike, maybe target capacity. I don't know. I haven't divulged all of that yet, but it's a big deal. It's a Bitcoin satellite. The first time we used it, I think it melted Bitcoin, gave us some value. So I'm just having some fun while we go through the technicals day in and day out. You got to do some, got to get into it a little bit. Got to enjoy this stuff. We got that. So the rocket's on standby. Rocket comes out, and it's a heck of a rocket. Everybody knows that. You've seen it? Whew. It comes out when the super chats come out. We like that. It's just awesome. It's something else. We love when that thing flies. I hope you do too, Angel. It's a cool thing. Oh, we got us a recent jet. I think I'm going to save the jet. That's going to be, I don't know when we're going to throw that jet in. We got a new jet too, guys. The jet is awesome. The jet rocks. I don't know if you guys need to see the jet. You guys want to see the jet? I'm not getting any feedback. I don't know if you guys want to see the jet. It's a nice jet, huh? All right. You guys want to see? I think you guys want to see the jet. You need to see the jet. It's all in. It's just part of the kingdom, guys. It is what we are. It's what we're building, etc. In 2022, we're building. Be prepared, guys. Not for that. Hold on. Let me try this. Here we go. That's it, guys. That's a nice jet. That's a nice jet. We have facilitated some acquisitions, etc. That's all I'm going to say. The bull is mine. The jet, I don't know, guys. I like the jet. It's a nice jet. So, I don't know. That's all I'm going to say right now. I like the jet. It's a nice jet. Angel has his rocket. I have my bull. It's the Bitcoin bull. It's mine. And you saw, I mean, you've seen some cool stuff, guys. It's a nice jet, huh? I mean, it's nice, huh? You might as well have some VIP status going on here. Okay? It's important. So we have to have a little fun too. I want you guys to recognize having a little bit of fun, okay? But you guys can't say anything about that bull, huh? Honestly, guys, you can't say much about the bull. Honest engine, huh? The jet, pretty nice jet. Huh? The spaceman, is nice. I turned Angel into a spaceman. We wanted to have a little fun, so I did that. So if you guys have any other ideas for the channel, you let me know. So let's see what we got. Thinking bull, huh? I just like the bull notion because that was back here when no one really was sure or certain. You guys remember that on the daily? I always bring this up. See, now I have a new, different, a new bull concept because this here, back here I was kicking bull up like nobody's business. Like nobody knew what to do. I'm kicking bull up, and everyone's like, "What? What are you doing? We've been sideways for 2 months. We're sideways, London. What are you doing?" No one paid attention. And not like a boy who cried wolf. I don't kick bull up all the time. Ever. Bam. Daryl knows. He knows. He was back there. Angel knows. VIP know. So that bull is mine. We're going to find some other good stuff to have fun with in 2022. It's interesting concepts that develop as you look at this stuff. Huh? It's of a variable level of or a non-variable level of quality. It's not bad. So looking for this line to hold in line with the 23.6. May have another hit here. Reconfirmation could go down to that 38.2. Not sure if Daryl's in a short. Could be. Playing off that original. This is one of those nights I just want to stream. I just want to stream and stream and stream and stream. Got to tell you guys, I'm in that mode. I want that price action. That 15% hit to the upside. You know what, though? I couldn't get anybody telling me when we hit that, while we were hitting it. I was like, who's trading? Nobody. Nobody telling me they're trading. Like, man, what planet did I wake up on? This is not good. Just, That ain't VIP. VIP's trading. We're on a target. Next time I'm just going to tell people, you buy it right now, huh? You leave VIP. I guess we should. Or y'all should say it. Someone else should say it. You get a position or leave VIP. Do something. There's a lot for me just to always tell people, just get a position. Buy it. Buy it. I don't need to do that. We're at a target. We're at a price target. This was nice. Boom, boom. Finding that in the back. Printing cash. Printing money. Literally printing money. The market letting you print money. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the idea, is that we want to print money. Oh, and let it go sideways or let it surprise us a few times. So in terms of the notion of, well, you're not supposed to print money. Yeah, just let it have its way with 99.999% of the market. I don't think it needs any sympathy from us or otherwise. If it lets us print money, we're gonna note the fact. And note the fact if we didn't print the money. If you did not print money last 48 hours, Angel has the one excuse of anybody I know. He's not feeling well. He's the only guy I know. He doesn't need an excuse, but he doesn't need a hall pass. Nobody does. But he's been very ill. He's been sick. He just hadn't been feeling good. So, is what it is. Health always takes precedence. Printing money. Absolutely phenomenal. 15% in a few hours kind of money. On spot? You got to be kidding me. In 14 hours on spot, you're going to make 15%. That's nice, man. That's bull run. Nice. So, trying to maintain an upward diagonal channel. By nature is bullish. By nature is bearish. Pardon me. By nature, I never mess that up. I'm thinking about my bull. I'm still looking at the bull over here. Never mind. It's my bull. I'm going to keep saying that's my bull. So anyway, as we would look at this, because it's a big deal, guys. It's a nice bull. You don't have to like it. If you're jealous of it, well, you get something else. You tell me what else you need or what else needs to go on here. We get you something else. This is a different kind of channel. We got alphas around here. We got big guys. We like stuff. We got Ferrari framework, everything. We're gonna have some guy going to have the Bitcoin bull around here. That means something. It ain't got no 779 brand on it. Ain't nobody branded at $7.79, Angel. Okay? So, I know you want the ranch, you want the fly. I know. We'll get there. A little bit of pickup on this line here. We'll have fun in 2022. We're building. Got to get there, huh? We gotta up this game. Line of support. Bam, bam, bam. It's coming up with a support. Buyers will want to break through this line here. Pretty simply put, get back up in line with this channel formation. Not an easy route to take. At some point, technically speaking, and looking at the market function, at some point, buyers run out of the ability to push this up. That's the problem with an ascending channel. Think of Matic recently that we saw, ascending channel. Quite a few ascending channels, huh? Buyers at some point become frustrated, and they lose the ability to continue to push. The profit to take to entry equation falls short here, okay? You can do the math behind it. You don't need to. They lose the ability to keep pushing. When it gets overthrow situation, that becomes dangerous if you don't have another pattern indicated, okay? So, yes, printing money. Boom. That means making a lot of cash. That is a colloquial for making a lot of cash, sir. Not printing money. It's just, you say the market is printing money. Literally, just for people, just boom, boom, boom. Nice move to the upside. Don't need all those altcoins. They're not bad, but you don't need them all. You know? Bitcoin likes to get going. We like when she gets going. She got a lot of liquidity, favorable liquidity. We love it. Love trading Bitcoin. So we can carve in and out and talk about the way to get back up into here. I'm just going to let you guys roll with this line, these specific targets below. I think Daryl's already in short. Nice to have him back. Daryl, we need you to join back VIP. We want to get you in the back as soon as possible. You got some more time on your hands. Be great. Very excited about that. Sincerely, huh? You can tell it when I say it sincerely too. When I say that, because I don't say it like that all the time. Like truth, big time. All right, so you guys roll with your fibs. You know how they are rolling on the. You really go on the 1 minute fib is playing right now. Breakout. Previous formation, boom, to the top line is the fib in play. We have the channel. We have that resistance. We have the candle wick to the top. Variability, right? We have a bearish pattern here. Every now and then I'll see a channel framework complete to the upside. It's just dangerous as you're dealing with something that's supposed to be bearish, an upward sloping channel, and it's going into a line of resistance. Just enough to, potentially make this a long affair here with this line of resistance. So we'll continue to watch it. Buyers already have orders stacked up, boom, 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 at all these levels. I guarantee you all of these levels are stacked. They're just stacked. And if not particularly there, the market doesn't want to pick them up particularly there, they're going to be stacked in something like this, right, from low to high. You got 2 or 3 different approaches you might want to take in terms of looking at confluence, right, where the best overlap areas. They'll do some diagnostics on that. More aggressive will be the levels on right now, okay? Hope you guys enjoyed the bull. Hope you enjoyed the jet. Hope you enjoyed the hour to 2 or 3 hours plus that we spent during our live stream. This is London. If you're not a VIP member, I recommend that you definitely join VIP. And if you guys are not aware, Angel Matos is our #1 contributor. We couldn't do all this without him. Angel, Appreciate you very much, sir, without a doubt. And you facilitate a lot in terms of our ability, my ability to do all of this. So, because I'm not going to do it for an empty room of people in the back who don't want to be VIP. I want to do it for people who want to book $1 million trades. And I can do that in an office or remotely for a structured investment banking group tomorrow. Or I can do it with you guys. And I'd prefer to do it with you guys. So that's that. And have a good night. Angel, get some rest. VIPs, Luke, etc. All you guys, base campers, want you to upgrade. And let's watch this pattern play out. I'll be in the back. I'll shoot you guys some stuff in terms of any updates to this specific patterning. And we'll just go from there. Bitcoin's taking his time, no problem, giving us a chance to chat. And you saw the bull and the jet. Hopefully we'll see that rocket soon. When Angel decides we got him off of the we did get him off suspension with YouTube. He's not suspended anymore from super chatting. So that's nice. That's a good thing. We got him off suspension. We know his limitations now. And when he gets back up and feeling good, we'll be firing that rocket away. And we'll spend some time, some quality time streaming. So we'll do that. In the meantime, we did clean up the back rooms. So these guys are gone. We'll just review that. Kent Gifford, Daniel A., Ryan, Carlos, Ambrosio, Kuda, and Jason Slitt are the Audios group. Ciao. So we will deal with the new group. Looking forward to that, Craig, etc. In 2022, we're building. It's London with Crypto Kingdom, Bitcoin Spike. Never be overexposed to any higher price. Always be ready to compound down on the micro and guys, on the macro. I just don't think we're going to be lucky enough to get to the golden pocket. I'm just going to say it. I don't think we're going to be lucky enough to get there. If we do get there, I'll be so excited. So, just so excited. Won't be able to control it. Be so excited. We'll have to stream for a long time. Without a doubt. You guys take care of yourself. Get some rest. Eat well, sleep well, and smash the like button before you leave.